Greetings, fellow nerds. Motor City Games here with the reveal of my prototype. You can see the sorcery mats here, getting ready for Gothic. And I decided to come up with my own invention, a modular playmat for sorcery. And I just spent time at the library over the last few days trying to make this. And I know I already see some errors. I've never done sublimation printing before. I had to ask the librarian and my wife for help. You can see, yeah, you learn the hard way every time, but you learn. So, ooh, yeah, and I can see that must have moved because that was supposed to be a 6 and it did not turn out, or I had the settings too high. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you can see that was supposed to be a 12, but I guess maybe it can't print or do white. I'm not quite sure, so that's on me, but you can kind of get the gist of what I was trying to do, because I hate having to roll up the big sorcery mat and bring it when I play at the game store or with friends or whatever. We all gotta, oof, yeah. Now, it's a learning experience, like I said. But we all gotta haul these honking playmats around, and it gets to be a pain, especially, you know, because you can't put them in a deck box or anything. So my goal, and thank goodness this is a prototype, is to make a sorcery playmat that can go into your deck box or your pre-con box. You know, not a paper playmat, but something more substantial. So these are actually coasters, and my screw up, which I freely admit, is that I made the images the exact size of the coaster. Well, 20, that turned out. And what I should have done, if I learned anything from MakePlayingCards.com, is you always have that little bleed edge, which is why I put the numbers where I put them for the squares. But the voice, I'm losing my voice here. So you can see if I can get the number turned out okay there, but there it didn't. So I don't know if I had it too hot, too long, not hot enough, not long enough, or I just, you know, my shaky hands moved everything. But that's okay, because like I said, I'm learning, and the next one will turn out better. My goal, besides making a mess, is eventually, when I get the printing process done right, I will try to sew or put some kind of hinge between so they could Jacob's ladder fold their way up, and then you won't have to worry about losing them all. The good thing about the modular way like this is you could rearrange it if you want a 4-player game, etc., whatever. So we have spellbook tiles, bloop, blop, bloop. Then we have the tile where you put your dice for your life. I did the threshold like that. You could just put 1d6 on each or whatever, and then mana, just more symbolic than anything. But you don't need to use these, obviously. So we have cemetery and exiled, atlas, there we go. And for me personally, of course, a little tongue-in-cheek reference there, but the whole point is we go to That's the 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7. 11. So you can see they're smaller than the playmat, which could be an issue. And I could try to get bigger coasters or do like a whole mouse pad. 5. Whoop. Here, just no. Oi. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, the 15 really got jacked. 16. So at least it gives you kind of the bird's eye view. Put my exiled, threshold. If I can scooch, we can put Atlas. You know, there we go. And the other player could do the same. Bloop. Flop. Bloop. And yeah, so you kind of have an idea of how it works. Let's grab some sorcery cards and just grab my closest deck here. So you see, you still have the room, just barely, but not as much room as one, but it less table space, and the fact that I could fold it up and put it in the pre-con deck to me is the common sense. There we go. Here's a creature, a minion. Sorry. And so if you want to have more than 2 player, you can put more squares, or got to put something underneath the border, you know, like a wall of flame or wall of fire or whatever. There you go, or etc. So there you have it. You can kind of see what I'm doing. Just trying to make it easier on everybody. So thanks for watching. Hope you all have great holidays and happy Gothic.